Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Hope so you are all fine. By the grace of Almighty Allah, I am also fine. This is Afsana Khanum, Senior Teacher, Department of Home Science, Milestone College. Dear students, today I will discuss with you Chapter 18, Clothing Care and Tidiness in Clothing. And the lesson is Preparation of Washing and Cleaning Clothiers. So, dear students, please take your textbook, copies and pen. So, let's go our main class. Learning outcome. In this lesson, we will able to know about preparation to be made before washing clothes, clothing repair through darning, clothing repair through in patching up, method of cleaning clothes. Selects dirty clothes. At first, we should select dirty clothes, bed sheet, daily use clothes, small clothes into different groups based on dirt for the convenience of cleaning. Again, the same cleansing material and washing method are not applicable for the cloths of different fiber such as cotton, linen, silk, nylon, cretonne, etc. At the time of sorting, the clothes which belong to the same nature and washing method should be kept together. So, before washing the clothes, we should select and separate the clothes according to their fiber, color, size, and dirt. Repairing clothes. Before washing the clothes, if any clothes are torn, this should be mended soon by darning or patching. Otherwise, they can be more torn at the time of washing. The dress becomes unfit for wearing if this tear gets bigger. Besides, buttons and other fasteners should be checked before washing to make sure they are secure and undamaged. Turning. Here you can see two picture pattern of repairing. Here is a two system, darning and patching. Now I will discuss about darning. What is darning? If a dress is torn by thrusting against with something pointed, that place is mended by passing thread in and out and in two directions. This knitting is called darning. For this, the needle and yarn are to be selected according to the yarn of cloths. The color of yarn and fiber is to be the same. At the time of darning, the line should be drawn around the torn part. If it is sewed with the running stitch along the line, the yarn of cloth will not unfasten. For darning verb, yarn and filling yarn are to be used gradually. In this case, it is convenient to use a frame. Patching. Here you can see two types of patching, normal patching and designed patching. Patching. If a dress or a cloth is torn anywhere, it is to be mended by sewing a small pieces of cloth put on over a hole or a damaged or worn place. It is called patching. Please bracket this sentence. What is patching? It is needed to patch if any part of a clothing is performed. burnt, or worm eaten. Patching is two types, such as normal patching and design patching. Before I told this, normal patching. Patching can be of round or square. The color and texture of the piece of cloth used for patching is to be the same of clothing. That pieces of cloth is to be bigger than the torn part of the cloth. The cut piece is to be washed and ironed before patching. The cut piece which will be used for patching is to be set on the torn place and confirmed there with hem stitch around folding the edge of the cut piece. Now the cloth is to be turned and cut. The torn place is a diagonal diagonal direction. Then, following the edge of the turn place, it is not be set up with the cut pieces by the hem stage. Lastly, it will be set up on the both the sides by ironing. Designed patching. If the cut pieces of the same color of the clothing is not available for a normal patching, or if it is seemed that it will look odd, or the used cloth is so new that we will want to spoil the beauty of it, we have to use it for many days. In this case, it may be repaired by designed patching. First of all, taking a cut piece of a different color and of a different design is to be set up on the turn place and stick to it with a button hole stitch. The turn part of the backside is to be switched like the normal patching. It will not be comprehended if some more designs are set up keeping similarity on the entire clothing. It looks like applique design. Big sticker can be used as a patching on the part of boys and dress of children. Removing stains. It is important that stains to be removed promptly from clothes. Stains that are allowed to set are often impossible to remove. Before attempting to remove a stain, the identity of the fiber or fiber in the fabric must be determined, since different types of fiber call for different treatment. It is also necessary to identify the stain. Selection of cleansing material. The care which garments require to keep looking their best is a major consideration in terms of time, money, and energy. Some garments require a more care than others. Each fabric has its special needs. So, depending on the cloth, design and dirt of the cloths to be washed, we should select suitable cleansing elements. The temperature of water is also an important factor. According to the material of clothes, we must either use hot, lukewarm, or normal water. To increase the brightness of clothes, we can use indigo, starch, gum, etc. For example, it is possible to clean cotton and linen fabrics with normal soap and cool water. But silk and woolen fibers are to be washed with detergent powder and lukewarm water. Cloth is cleaned well if it is kept for half an hour after smearing with a soap. Soak in water. If too much dirty clothes like a mosquito net, a screen, a tablecloth, etc., are soaked in water for half an hour, dirt from clothes will loosen or get detached. Then, if it is washed with a soap water, it will be clean, well, and soap will be less consumed. Washing clothes. Before washing, too much dirty part of a clothing should be treated, treated, kept from sometimes with soap. The different places like shirt, collar, sleeves, cuff, and the backside of pant, is of pajamas and petticoat, etc. At- attract too much dirt. If it is necessary, soft brush can be used. Then the entire cloth is to be washed gradually, taking little water. But silk cloths will get damaged if it washed roughly. Silk cloths should be raised by hand. Washing. After removing dirt from clothing, it is to be washed again and again in the water of a big bucket on bowl to remove dirt and soap from it. The process of changing water again and again to remove dirt and soap is called washing. To apply indigo and starch. Generally, it is needed to use starch for cotton and linen cloths. How much thick will be the starch? It will depends on the nature of fabrics. It is needed slight starch for coarse cloth. Indigo is applied in white cloths. By using starch, cloths get back their natural strength and brightness. Cloths do not get dirty easily when starch is used. Indigo must be taken in a small pieces of a cloth and mixed in water for white cloths which become yellowish after washing. In order to get rid of their yellowish presence, indigo is used to get a light blue white appearance. To dry cloths. If the cloth is not dried properly after washing, the dazzling and scratching appearance will not come. White cloth will become more white if it is dried in the sun. Colored and silk clothing must be always dried in the shade. The heavy, strong part of clothing is to be dried, keeping it up. Ironing. There will be shrinking almost on all the clothes after washing. We iron the cloth to make it smooth and tidy. Before ironing, little water is to be sprayed on the starch cotton cloth for making it soft. The temperature of ironing is controlled according to the nature of cloth. For example, silk and artificial fiber cloth is ironed at the lowest heat, woolen at the 300 Fahrenheit heat, cotton at the 400 Fahrenheit to 450 Fahrenheit heat, linen at the 475 Fahrenheit to 500 Fahrenheit heat. Airing. After ironing, there is moisture in the clothing. It is not right to keep into box or almirah with the condition. So, after ironing, it should be kept in the open air to remove moisture. When the cloth will dry, it is to be stored in a proper place. So dear students, I think you can understand our today's lesson. Please underline the important line for answering the MCQ and knowledgeable question. If you feel any problem, please discuss with your subject teacher, and you can see the video again. See you again our next class. Till then, be happy. Allah Hafiz. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.